In YouTube. We'll go back to a special episode here on the Lincoln Williams Show. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about one of the specials that came out last year. One of the special episodes um, of Doctor Who that came out last year. For those of you who haven't seen it yet, this is a review of one of the Doctor Who specials of Jodie Whittaker, her last special on the Doctor Who set, uh, and basically, I just wanted to review this episode before we get into the 60th anniversary. So I'm reviewing this episode before I review the 60th anniversary. Um, I'm going to be doing covering this topic like I'm going to be covering Doctor Who episodes from now on um, for a little bit, and then I'll get back into the gaming side of things once we reach Christmas and things like that. Um, so yeah, it's getting a little bit intense with Thanksgiving and the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who right around of the week. So, um, anyways, so before we get into the review of this episode, I just wanted to let you know that Doctor Who is coming out on Disney Plus on the 25th of November. So it's coming out. There's going to be David Tennant and stuff like that. I'll let you know what key points, what to watch at the end of this episode. It's like, what should I watch? What should I watch to catch up? And it's like, well, you only need to like watch one season throughout the entire week just to get through it. And that is season four to catch up. Season four and the end of time. Season four and the end of time. So just, you know, make sure to watch that episode if you haven't seen it in a while, how it ends and things like that. And because it really ties into season four and the end of time and the 60th anniversary. So that's one of the things that you need to look out for. Um, so yeah, am I excited? Yes, and my wife has been bragging about me, like saying it's been 10 months since you're like talking about this. He's been talking about this for 10 months. It's like I know it's like a really big deal to a whole lot of Whovians and now they're expanding it, calling it the Hooniverse, um, which is pretty crazy. But that's going to be only exclusive to BBC iPlayer and all that stuff, and not Disney Plus. So we'll get the regular Doctor Who with Disney Plus and stuff like that. So a lot of people are going to be shocked on November 25th and screaming their heads off. So like I am. So anyways, it's like, yay, doctors coming back to the US and stuff like that. And yeah, so anyways, I just wanted to review this last episode of Jodie Whittaker's timeline, and then and then next week, probably on Sunday night, it's going to be probably a lot to unravel, but I don't know of the 60th anniversary, but um I'll try to like piece together as much as I can because I'm a Doctor Who uh like genius. Like I'm a genius. Not stuff of Doctor Who knowledge. So anyways, let's dive into this episode, which is called Doctor Who: The Power of the Doctor. So, um, so I just wanted to talk about how is the image quality on the episode. It's very like almost pretty to look at when you're watching it. Um, it's very modern. Um, it has good facial animations, good casting, good um, good dialogue from the characters, their lines and everything. Um, good CGI effects. They look realistic. They look realistic. Um, so who's all in it? Who's all in this episode? So there's Ace, the seventh Doctor's companion, and Tegan, the fifth Doctor's companion and unit with Kate Lethbridge Stewart and all that stuff. So that was actually quite of a shock when this came out, like last year. Um, so yeah, I mean, when this came out, it kind of blew my mind away, and it still does. Because how well read they read my mind. I don't know what they read your mind on how to make an episode of Doctor Who is that they read my mind all these years later on how to make an episode based on okay, so um they read how do they read my mind when making this episode. They wanted to tell a story of what would happen if the doctor was like dead and the master took over the doctor's body and all that stuff. So yeah, it was so yeah, the doctor uh so the episode opens up on a train. Um the episode opens up on a train with Cybermen attacking it, and which are robots with laser guns attached, like arm, like delete people. So uh, and they steal something right underneath the doctor's nose. They steal a universe child. Basically, they steal a child that's has like the universe, like this one universe inside them, basically. So basically, uh yeah, so the Cybermen take the child off the train, and that's when the theme starts playing when the doctor was trying to, you know, help the child on the train and all that stuff. So it starts with this train sequence, and then we go to the London sequence when Dan almost died on that train. It's like, oh, this is too much. I'm just leaving. I'm just leaving the TARDIS and all that stuff. And to me, that was just a little bit disappointing, but it was easily understandable because he almost got killed. Not stuff. I mean, life with the doctor is could be exciting and fun, but you don't know when you're gonna get too overwhelmed with it's like, oh, am I gonna die? It's like, oh, am I gonna die today? On like, yeah, is my character gonna die on the set? Um, so yeah, I mean, um, so I wanted to say, so they read my mind of like making this episode, like how to make a Doctor Who episode, because I made so many Doctor Who stories with my Doctor Who action figures and my other action figures when I was a kid, is that they made one of the best storylines ever from this episode because a lot of people I mean, I really thought that the doctor was going to die someday. I really thought she was going to die someday because of the threat levels out there in time and out there in time and space. Um, but somehow they just kept the show going. And so the Cybermen and the Daleks and the Master are all at large trying to, destroy planet Earth and take over the universe, basically. So that's what they're trying to do. They're doing drilling in volcanoes. The Daleks are doing drilling in volcanoes, and the Cybermen are converting people into their own race in Unit. So Unit gets attacked, and Unit, the Cybermen in Unit is a full conversion of cyber cyber technology, and one of the leaders of the Cybermen, um, is converting all of like trying to convert all of planet Earth into the cyber Cybermen, which is their main goal throughout the series. Um, yeah, this episode gets violent and it gets dark because and the master is really well done. They brought back the master as in as an Indian guy, as a like an Indian guy, like skin tone and all that stuff. I don't know how to say it. Native London guy. Native. Sorry, I was like, how do I say this? Not Indian. Native. You know, person. That's a guy. So the master is, trying to take over the doctor's body, and he does a forced regeneration on her, and that was really kind of shocking but unexpected because he actually plays a role in one of the wars as Rasputin and all that stuff, and so that was really cool, really cool to see that. Um, and he does this. The master does this dance, which I can't get out of my head. He does this dancing scene which I can't get out of my head sometimes when after I watch the episode. It's like na 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 Russians in a loving machine or something like that. Na 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 or something like that. He does this like disco move and all that stuff, and it's like, okay, really? And yeah, my wife was going like, really? And it's like, anyway. So yeah. Um so even though she doesn't like Doctor Who that much because of the violence and potentially blood and gore and all that stuff and throughout the series, but she did well, she liked it. That's all I can say. She liked it, but she doesn't love it. All that stuff. And she tolerates my Doctor Who from time to time. So, she knew about David Tennant coming back, but she didn't know how he came back. But, um, so yeah, so this episode is about like the companions being, the hero of the show, being the heroes of the show, the companions of being the heroes of the show, and that was really that was really good. So Um, so there's Ryan Graham, not Ryan Graham, Yaz and Graham, and oh, what was it? Ace and Tegan. So yeah. So, anyways, um, so yeah, I mean, the storyline was excellent. The storyline was excellent in this episode, and but it does like multiple time points for some odd reason. It does multiple time points, and so sorry, I'm just a little sleepy. So anyways, yeah. So I'm just letting you guys know how was it? How should you watch Power of the Doctor? Yes, you should, because if you're a Doctor Who fan, and all that stuff. And yeah, I mean, I think you should watch Power of the Doctor. I mean, just to get yourself caught up. I mean, it has the Master, it has the Daleks, it has the Cybermen, and it has Jodie Whittaker in her last stages of production with the Doctor Who. Um, let's just call it the Doctor Who production team and all that stuff. So, yeah, it was actually really sad to see her go because because I like, girls as one of the main, uh, like protagonists and like the main character. I love girls as main characters in TV shows and movies, and that's just how I am. But, um, I mean, I like guys too, but anyways, um, so yeah, I mean, um, so yeah, I mean, it had good writing, it had good I had a good storyline to it. It had, great action sequences, it had great, you know, plot points throughout the entire episode. So, um, so yeah, I mean, if any of my Hoovian fans haven't seen the Power of the Doctor, you should go check out Jodie Whittaker's final episode. It's not it's not about the Doctor this time. It's about the action sequences. And it's about the storyline. It's about you know, and it was great. This was a great episode when it came out, but we had to wait a year for the 60th anniversary. So, to get caught up, so one of the main points that I wanted to touch on before I go. Anyways, let's just get this final verdict done. So, the final verdict for the Power of the Doctor, Doctor Who special is a 10 out of 10. It's a masterpiece. They read my mind when I was all those years ago when I was playing with those action figures and all that stuff. And it's like, really? And it's like, so, anyways, so it was pretty great. So, um, one of the things that you need to do for me you know, if you're still watching Doctor Who is to go back and just rewatch season 4. Just rewatch season 4 and see how the Doctor and Donna like connect with and like see what happens just to give you a little bit of a recap of what happens. And that's going to be a really key role. Um and so season 4 and the end of time and maybe the Christmas special from season 3, because we don't know how the doctor and Donna are still reconnecting um all these years later. So it's just been it's just been incredible just to read all the theories online or watch all the theories online and just to see what's gonna happen this next this Saturday on November 25th. So yep, Power of the Doctor, 10 out of 10. Go see it. No stuff. Um so yeah, I'm excited for the 60th anniversary. I'm so excited. My wife will tell you that I've been talking about it like nonstop for like 10 months because, because I'm trying to like, I'm so excited for it because I've never been this excited for, Doctor Who for like years. It's like, oh, it's Doctor Who. It's another episode. No, this is the special where everything like, changes and we're going to get a little bit more backstory on what's going on. And so, yep. So, anyways, so go buy Power of the Doctor. Go buy Power of the Doctor on Prime Video if you have Prime Video and stuff like that, or just somehow watch it. It's a great episode. So, I'll be covering Doctor Who specials for a little bit, and then I'm going to get back onto the gaming side of things. Maybe a holiday gift guide during one of my next videos on gaming. But we're going to be talking a little bit of Doctor Who content and review, but try not to make it spoiler. No spoilers in this next review. But actually, I'll do my final verdict and then we'll do our spoiler talk at the end. Um, so, uh, anyways, YouTubers, I gotta go. Um, I don't know what Amelia's doing right now. She's probably sleeping, and I gotta. Yeah, I was like tired all day, basically from getting up really early for choir practice this morning because I do it at the Congregational Church. And yeah, so if you want to come and watch me sing, I'll be doing a concert on the 24th, of December. So that's mark your calendars on that one. For the Christmas Eve service on that one. That's coming up in a little bit. So, and I'll be ready. So, anyways, so, yeah, Doctor Who sometime, Doctor Who sometime around maybe 6:30 on the 25th of November on this coming Saturday. So make sure to keep watch of that and do the refresh page on Disney Plus. So, anyways, YouTubers, I'll be back someday, and you know, Alon Z, and all that stuff. So, anyways, YouTubers, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys all later in the next Lincoln Williams Show episode. And have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all guys all later. I'll be back someday, YouTubers.